All right, we are getting ready to go into this Russians versus Ironmen match. I'm here with Kevin Colombe. Now, yesterday was a harder day for you guys. Can you talk to me a little bit about the struggles you encountered on this layout?
Well, yesterday, first of all, we were missing one of the best players, Fabrice Colombo, who hurt himself right before the game, so definitely was impacting the games. And then, we just, during the whole preparation, we didn't really figure out this layout, and we couldn't really put it together. We didn't really have good feelings compared to California, where we really felt great. And so, yeah, yesterday we had like an endless meeting where we just tried to figure out everything, and hopefully today we can put it together and, give some hard games to the opponents, because yesterday was just a disaster.
Is Colombo going to be playing today?
Yeah, well, actually he's on the field, and hopefully it's going to hold on.
What were some of the little things you talked about yesterday when you were trying to figure out this layout and how to play it best?
Well, basically, we have many kids in the team, who have only 1 year experience in the pro division, and, sometimes they struggle to put pressure to, just play their game as they do in the practice. So just try to let them play their game and enjoy the paintball game.
All right, well, we will see who gets his first point here. Back to you guys.
So on this first point here, looks like a body drops for both teams, but Ironman on the attack in the snake. Goldman, oh wow, Goldman just one-handed gangster got it. Number 77, or number 27, Smotrov, then he gets taken out. What a crazy point. Bodies dropping from everywhere. No one on the snake side right now for Moscow Red Legion. Looks like one body over here still alive, Marcelo Margot.
Oh, Marcelo just going to work in that far side, top side of your screen. And here comes the Ironmen going to work, making short work of Moscow Red Legion. Wow.
Yeah, so good quick point here for Ironman. 3 bodies alive for them. They did lose Alex Rodriguez and Alex Goldman. Both those kills came from Kirill Peridny. But Cornell, Chris Catt, and Marcelo Margot left alive to finish it off and put the first point on the board as Marcelo Margot hanging it up. Such a consistent player. Marcelo is always, I can't think the last time that he played bad. So on paper, got to give this one to the Ironman. I know the defending, we need to move that defending marker over a little bit down for Red Legion, a little bit over for the Ironman. But yeah, so the Ironmen are definitely the favorites here because they've had such a consistent year. Yeah, so you're looking at Danny Ibarra, one of the younger players there for the Ironmen. There's Toke Hamill, snake player. Talked to Toke yesterday, and he was a little disappointed with that last game that they played. Ironman had 1 great game and 1 bad game yesterday, and they know it. So they were very frustrated with their lack of offense in the second game that the Ironman played against Art Chaos. The Ironman looked phenomenal against X Factor in their 7-3 victory, Todd.
Well, they're 1-1, and they're even right now on the point differential. So it's kind of a wash. They're looking really good, in my opinion. I think they're one of the better playing teams out there. I think when Marcelo Margot and Alex Goldman get their game together, it's just going to be Murder City down there.
Well, you look at the Ironmen, and some of the field layouts that we've had during the season, have been tailor-made to more experienced players with more patience. When you have a young squad like the Ironmen, who are just young, hungry attackers and want to go up the field and run people down, this is the type of field that these type of players will excel in. That's why you see guys like Daniel Ibarra, Chris Catt, Brandon Cornell, just flying down that Dorito side for the Ironmen. Meanwhile, over here, you got your seasoned vets on the snake side, Mike Paxson, Marcelo Margot, Alex Goldman doing work, playing some smart paintball, still aggressive, coming down that snake side. Look at Moscow Red Legion right now, like Kevin Kuhn was saying before the game started, they got some young players too. They just need to figure out what they need to do to get the job done and start getting it going and play as a team.
So on the split screen breakout, Red Legion on your left, Ironman on your right. Ironman take the snake again off the break. This time it's Toke Hamill getting in there. Now Red Legion also gets into the snake, but they lose a body. It was Colombo. He's going to take the early walk. Danny Ibarra got shot though for the Ironman, so it's evened up. 1 body apiece has come off early for these 2 teams. Oh, another body though dying for Moscow Red Legion out of the snake. Looked like it was Kuchagaskev.
Yeah, I think Toke Hamill just had an amazing shot. He head checked, and Toke just took the 1 ball right away and just eyeballed Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah, so Toke Hamill in the 50 on the snake side on your screen. He's got a back player, Mike Paxson, getting out behind him. It's 4-on-3 right now, but Moscow Red Legion has been able to get to the 50-yard line on the D side there on the right-hand side of your screen. There's his back player on that D side. And it looks like it was Velo who took the early walk. Colombo still alive, backing up. I think that is Kevin Klum over there on the 50 Dorito side. And he can't get a shot on Toke, so Toke's got to be really careful here in the snake.
I don't think Toke knows he's over there, but I think when they start to relay it from the stands, because you can't coach obviously on this side of the field, I think Toke will just get up and just blast this guy. Senior screen around Moscow Red Legion holding it down from the corner. Mirrored up with Mike Paxton on the other side of the field.
Yeah, Mike Paxton trying to get out and get dominance down the wire as he does, but it's tough when you're looking directly into that sun in that corner. There's Toe Camel right now, finally recognizes that body. Looks like he might be breaking a little bit of paint, trying to shoot that 50 Dorito.
Yeah, it looked like he might have had his pack, Todd, but whizzing by, his balls all past him. Oh, I think he might have clipped him.
And look for Toke to go to the next. He's going to bump up one and just shoot him in the back.
Oh, it looked like for a second that Toke clipped him, but
Mike Paxton looks on the inside. That's going to allow Red Legion to get into the snake with Toke.
yeah, so it's actually Pizon at the 50-yard line because Klum is right in front of Toe Camel right now. So Toe Camel trying to get the drop on Kevin Klum. There's Klum stuck in the back of the snake. Just moved to that spot from the back corner bunker on this side of the field.
Oh, and Toke going to go execute Kevin Klum, and they're going to trade out.
That's a smart move, though.
But the Ironmen losing another player on the far side of the field, Maddie and Todd.
That's a bad death because it was a good move for Toe Campbell because that's going to put Mike Paxton by himself on this snake side and give him some room to work. But the Ironmen lose a guy, so I think we might be down.
It's 2-1.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-1 right now in favor of Moscow Red Legion.
That was Marcelo Margot taking the walk on the far side of the field when Toe Campbell got shot with a trade out.
So
now it's a 2-on-1. Mike Paxton over here in the snake side.
Oh,
corner.
but Mike Paxton takes the shot. Maddie and Todd. What a shot on Colombo.
Yeah, so nice work here by Moscow Red Legion.
That was Pizon, I'm sorry. Pizon gets shot by Mike Paxton one-on-one.
No, it's over. Mike Paxton got shot by Colombo. So Fabrice Colombo stepping up, shooting Brandon Cornell and Mike Paxton. Good work by him. Pizon, Alexander Sushi Pizon shot Daniel Ibarra on that D side, which allowed him to get to the 50 and put a thorn in the Ironman side. So the Ironman losing too many bodies here. And just Colombo alive to hang that flag for Moscow Red Legion, 15:52 to go.
Yeah, there you see in the Ironman pit right now. Daniel Ibarra's been doing really good, solid work, playing really aggressively on the Dorito side for the Ironman. They're going to get him back into this game right now. Alex Goldman, number 89, coming on the field as well for the Ironman. Looks like Shane Pestana right there in the pit. Sending John Kolkman into the game. Here comes Chris Catt.
Chris Catt. Brandon Cornell. That kid's playing. He's such an up-and-comer.
Yeah,
like you said, Todd. Agent Orange. It's my new nickname for him. Agent Orange. The kid's just, he's going to be, you got to keep an eye out for this kid. He's going to be amazing.
He's already really good. He's
is.
very young. I think he's 17 years old now.
He is actually 17.
Yeah, and the dynamic duo for the Ironman on the D side played great yesterday. Chris Catt and Brandon Cornell are becoming a fearsome team over there on the D side.
Is that a final? Is it Agent Orange?
Agent Orange.
We don't have any other suggestions?
I think Agent Orange is pretty good.
Where'd you even come up with that? Because he has orange hair?
I just thought of it.
Oh, he has just
he is
bright orange hair.
He is white as you can possibly get.
Yeah, but he's not orange though.
But no, his hair is orange. He has blue eyes. He has red eyelashes. Agent Orange.
What about,
and he's
I don't know.
we'll take suggestions. Send suggestions over to
hashtag Brandon Cornell nickname.
Yes. You know what? I'm down for suggestions, but that's just my.
Send him Chris's way so he can filter him.
Okay, send to my Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. Tell me what you want me to call Brandon Cornell. Anyway, Ironman looking pretty good right now. 1-1 though. Even matched up. Moscow Red Legion still 15 minutes left, 16 minutes left in this game.
Well, it's do or die time right now for Moscow Red Legion. They can't come out and even lose one more game and have any sort of shot whatsoever.
And they got to win big though, Maddie. They got to win big. They're minus 11 right now.
And they're going to lose three bodies, and there's another one coming off. So it's not looking good right now for Moscow Red Legion. Here comes the Ironman. Alex Goldman just scurrying down, fast crawling all the way past the 50-yard line. And he is going to get in good position here. And he is going to run down the second to last player.
Nice.
Only still one player left alive on the D side in D2, but it is going to be virtually impossible for him to stay alive with Toke Hamill making his move on the snake side.
Alex Goldman, that guy's a beast. Him and Marcelo Margot. I remember when those kids were small and I could beat them up. Those kids are humongous now.
Well, you know, with the Ironmen having, it's taken them some time to kind of figure out where to put everyone. And Marcelo's played the past couple seasons on the D side. However, he's also emerged as an awesome 2, as a second attacker, kind of, you know, that mid guy. It's a very important role. It's arguably the most important role on the field, and it's the hardest to play. So he started to play the 2 behind Mouse, behind Alex Goldman, and the other ones, the front snake players over here, Vidalich, Toe Camel on this snake side of the field. And I think that's great because the D side's being handled masterfully by Chris Catt and Brandon Cornell. They've really emerged over there as the go-to guys on the D side for the Ironman.
Well, Marcelo's great because you can put him anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah, he can play any spot.
He's really good at the 1 on both sides of the field. But, you know, think about Marcelo. We always talk about how great of a gun battler he is. You know, you want to have him on the field late in the game. You know, when you're down bodies and you need him to try and pull the game back, you need him to finish. You know, how many times have we seen him end up in a one-on-one situation where he's pulled games out for the Ironmen, one-on-one, 2-on-1 situations. And, you know, you want to have your good experienced vets in those pressure situations because they've been in them before. You know, you don't want to risk, you know, your smart players up when you have, you know, young, small, fast guys that you can send as rockets up the field. You know, they make it, maybe they make it, maybe they don't. You know, but if they can, they get up there and do damage, and then have guys like Mike Paxton, Marcelo Margot, you know, come through and, you know, close the games, you know, finish games for your team. You know, one of the things that we've seen, you know, be an issue with the Ironmen this year is closing out games. And, you know, I think it's you know, they're doing a good job out here by having those players in those positions to finish these games out. You know, and they're playing really well right here, right now, up 2-1 over Moscow Red Legion in a must-win game for them if they want to make it on the Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll see here. 14:55 to go. 2-1. Moscow Red Legion sends out Peridny, Fabrice Colombo, Anton Kushgatskev, Alexander Pizon, and Kevin Klum. So we will see here as the Ironman field, Goldman, Chris Catt, Shane Pastana, Brandon Cornell, and Marcelo Margot. So look for Shane Pastana to be going up in that center. Every time Shane's up there, and sure enough, Shane off to the races, able to make it up to the center, 50, and he's gonna try to shut down that D side of the field. You see there, the paintball legend, Shane Pastana. Such a storied history with that man, eye in the sky, and he is trying to gunfight towards that D side and keep Moscow Red Legion honest and not let them push up. That's why you commit that player up there. Klum, though, in the snake right now for Moscow Red Legion. Looking at Alex Goldman, who's trying to shoot crossfield. Both snake players shooting crossfield, not worried about that sideline, not down the line.
Shane Pastana up the middle, almost got a shot in on Cool in the snake. Red Legion finally gets 3 bodies out over here to the snake side, but they lose 1 off the Dorito side, and they only have that Dorito corner. Ironmen now looking to start attacking up that Dorito side. Break out to the corner as well. Shane Pastana.
Oh, shots. You see that, Matty?
Hey, Shane Pastana just owned that dude in a gunfight. Who was that? It was Alexander Pizon. What a great job by Shane Pastana, locked in a gunfight with Pizon and just handled business over there. So now in the driver's seat on that D side again is the Los Angeles Ironmen. Marcelo Margot and Alex Goldman in the snake, so it's looking good for the Ironmen again as they're 5-on-3, now 5-on-2.
Shane Pastana getting shot in the snake as well, Matty.
So Shane Pastana having a point right now. Here comes the Ironman.
Getting shot. Shane taking the walk, getting shot by number 75. That's Kirill.
Yeah, Kirill just got shot in the loader and turned around, started shooting the other way. But he is going to pay for it right now as Marcelo Margot comes around and stuffs him in the face and then trades out with the last Moscow Red Legion player. And there go the Ironmen up 3-1 now. As Alex Goldman going to go run this flag in. Got real tight in there for those last 2 Moscow Red Legion players as the Ironmen came on the tack down the snake. Shane Pastana coming through the middle after getting that sweet shot in on the Dorito side corner. Coming down and closing out games. Like we were just talking about, here comes Marcelo Margot right through the middle, got bodies wide, comes through the middle, bunkers out Kirill, then shoots that last player.
So let's listen into the pits real quick here as the Ironmen are up by 2 against Moscow Red Legion.
Let's go, keep playing like you are, dude. Way to go.
Hey, you're talking, baby. You're talking. Hey, there you go. Hey, B, there's so much shit. Yeah. Hey,
And there's Marcelo Margot, number 33, taking the field again. And it looks like they're sending Brandon Cornell back out. That's number 20. Brandon Cornell, 17-year-old phenom from San Diego, California. Still in high school. So he's going out. Looks like Toke's not going to be playing, so they're probably going to send. Well, they've already got Alex Rodriguez and Vitalic. So Vitalic is going to play the one on the snake side. The Ironmen are going to get really, they're going to get tough, man. If Vitalic, Toke Hamill, and Alex Goldman are all playing well, that's 3 solid. You're never going to have anyone, you're always going to have somebody fresh in the snake, and you're always going to have someone that's playing well. And Vitalic came back to the team. He was one of the San Jose royalty players, but didn't play paintball this year up until the West Coast Open, and in limited spins did very well for them in the snake, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was fun to watch him play, you know, get out there. Now here he is getting a shot again.
So there's Vitalic on your left of your screen right there, number 25. And so he's going to be backed up by Marcelo Margot, and then in that center, playing the spot that Shane Pisano just played, most likely going to be Alex Rodriguez. We haven't really seen much out of Alex in the first 2 games.
No, I mean, you know, I like to see more of him. He's a punisher. But the Ironmen looking, you know, it's only Ironmen losing 1 player on the break right now. But the Ironmen looking really smooth, controlled, not real worried. And there goes a snake player on this side of the field for Moscow Red Legion, Todd.
Ooh, Vitalic almost got caught in the snake by Smotrov. Almost got a little too greedy, but Vitalic was able to get. But Vitalic has better field position right now. So Smotrov stuck in snake 1. Doesn't have a back player either as he loses bodies behind him. So
yeah, Legion now down to their snake 2 player, the Dorito side corner. They lost their snake side corner player. But there he goes, diving into the 50 Dorito. He's going to get clipped, so now just 2 bodies left alive for Moscow Red Legion, the Snake 2 and the Dorito side corner. Ironman with bodies in that Dorito side temple. Alex Rodriguez in the Snake corner, Vitalic in the Snake, and Marcelo in that Snake side Big Dorito.
Actually, Todd, I think they have 3 players live. There's 1 in the center, as you can see, for the A, for the Moscow Red Legion, 1 in the Snake, and one in the Dorito corner. So, with that said, who has the ball right now, man?
Oh, yeah, Colombo got way up there. Try and lock off that Dorito side.
Well, this is a tough one. It's 4-on-3 right now, and the way that the strategy of these particular players is going to play out, it's kind of tough. You know, in the center, Moscow Red Legion controlling that D side of the field. No one over there really for the Ironmen. The Ironmen, they have their 4 players, so they have one guy, but stuck in the back on the D side of the field. And then Alex Rodriguez is in that center.
Marcelo Margot getting shot, but also the trade out, Matty, in the center.
Yeah, Colombo got shot trying to call his hit on Marcelo by Brandon Cornell. So now just 2 players left alive for Red Legion.
Well, hey,
3 players left alive for the Ironmen.
Todd, untimely death by Marcelo. He doesn't die out of his bunker very much, but he did shoot Kevin Klum and Skabalnovich before he left. So I'll take that any day of the week. But Marcelo's real hard on himself, so I'm sure he's going to go back and be like, man, I can't be dying out of my bunker like this in a situation where, you know, if that Red Legion puts a point on the board, now we got ourselves a 1-point match. But if Ironmen win this point, then it's going to be that 3-point spread. So this is tense moments right now. 10:22 to go. The battle in the snake still matching up. There's the snake side, D side right there. Brandon Cornell, back bunker, only player for the Ironmen on that side of the field. Oh,
nice shot. You see that shot?
Alex Rodriguez coming through the middle of the field right now, 1 body. And Legion gonna blow that horn.
What a shot on the sides. That was a 1 ball right in the face. Good patient play. Vitalic playing that better than pretty much anybody I've seen so far. Getting up the field really quick.
Well, that was a huge point when, as we were just breaking down, and the Ironman, if they had let that one slip away, that we would be telling a different story right now because we'd have ourselves a 1-point game, but we don't now with 10 minutes to go. The Ironmen, again, in the driver's seat, up by 3.
What I like from the Ironmen right now is that they're playing good, patient paintball. You know, like they're getting their kills. They lost a body off the Dorito side early. They made a quick adjustment, you know, locked that side of the field off. Red Legion got up into the center of the field, but they were still able to keep the pressure from coming down the Dorito side as they chopped up the guy that tried to make a move into the 50 Dorito, and then slowly worked the bodies, kept the advantage, stayed alive, talked, protected their teammates. Like Shane talked about in his interview yesterday, playing that two-man game. You got Vitalich and Rodriguez over here. You lose the one body off the Dorito side. All of a sudden, the two-man game on that side is Cornella and Margot, and they start working together, sorting out the bodies, covering lanes, and then slowly, one by one, make some good shots and work Moscow Red Legion off the field.
Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly. She's down on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I am here with Shane Pastana in Ironmen's pit. Now you guys are doing a really great job off the break. You're staying alive, you're getting some Gs, which is helping you out here in this game against the Russians. Now, talk to me about strategy on this layout. Is it better to shoot heads up or to cross it up?
I think sometimes, everyone team's kind of mixing it up and they have their own preferences. For us, we're switching it, sometimes cross, sometimes straight up. You kind of give them a different look and try to keep them on, doing our pace of the game and keeping them on their heels.
All right, we'll see if Ironmen can keep the pace and get another point here. Back to you guys.
Yeah, the Ironmen are definitely keeping Moscow Red Legion on their heels. Moscow Red Legion has had to fight for every inch that they've been able to take on this field, and that is exactly what the Ironmen, I talked to them yesterday, that's what they said they wanted to bring to this game. Lots of pressure, more aggression snake side, and stop dying, no penalties, don't blow leads. That's the mantras for the Ironmen in this match and their other match that they're going to play later on this morning. Battling the snake on your screen right now. Moscow Red Legion now finally getting some offense rolling over here on the snake side. Ironman getting beaten to the punch, and because the Ironman lost Toe Campbell, Chris Catt, and Mike Paxton, so Alex Goldman by himself over here, snake side. He's gonna have to try to pull off some sort of heroic thing here and get a quick kill, but it looks like number 77 is gonna run him down in the highway. So now Moscow Red Legion playing the aggressor, shooting bodies off the break. Really solid point in a must-win situation in that point because, 3 points is bad enough, 4 is even worse, and now we got ourselves a 2-point game here because Dennis Golev, Kirill Pridny, and Kuchagaskev finally steps up here in the snake. 6 kills for him.
Kuchagaskev. You see a little bit out of Anton every now and then. I think he's going to be one of the better players here for Moscow Red Legion. Looks like he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills last game.
Oh, snap. Now it's a party.
Throw the streamers, pop the poppers. It's a party.
Hey, but the kids, like all these kids are they're so determined and they're so well trained. The Moscow Red Legion farm teams and where they come up at.
A lot of young guys on that squad. Some of them under the age of 18 as well too. And it just takes time for guys to get their feet underneath them in this very, very tough professional division. And that's been the big story with Moscow Red Legion is who is going to be the next set of stars to arise on that team. Maybe it's going to be Kuchagaskev. We will find out because the guys that have been holding it down for Moscow all year long, when you go to check out the stats on Papal Access, and you can see that their highest ranked guys are the Frenchmen, who they picked up from the Tauntauns, and Kirill Pridny, Dennis Golev. Those are the guys that have been holding it down for Moscow Red Legion this year. So they need some of that young blood to step up and really start becoming top-level pro players.
Yeah, and with that said, I mean, this league is so filled with talent. Challenge Division, Division 1, Division 4, actually. I've seen a lot of good paintball this weekend, just walking around, watching and seeing some of these players. So, I mean, if you really want to test yourself, this is the place to do it.
So here we have, this is the biggest test in paintball. Not only is it the hardest division in the world, this is the hardest tournament in the world. Beautiful morning here at the Fantasia Flight, a little outside Orlando, Florida. And on this next point here, split screen breakout, Ironman, losing Vitalich. So right now, Moscow starting to win some gunfights. This is what they needed to do. Here comes the attack on the D side and on the snake side. And now Kuchagaskev again, they spin him again. Gets all the way past the 50-yard line. He's in great position. Margot comes off early again. And wow, Kuchagaskev is running hot over here, Todd.
Yeah, Kuchagaskev feeling the pressure coming from way behind him as Brandon Cornell starts attacking the 50 Dorito, but no space for him to go, just one body left alive. And there you see Kuchagaskev on your screen, and he's gonna go polish off that last Ironman player. So Ironmen went on a little run right there, but Moscow Red Legion put 2 quick points back up on the board, and they are going to make this a 1-point game with just around 8 minutes left to go.
Wow. But this is, the Ironmen have done this year a lot. The Ironmen will go up on, they'll get a big lead, 3 points, 4 points, and then slowly but surely find a way to let the other team in the match. And, you know, we had Shane up here. I talked to Shane about this yesterday. It's a constant frustration for them. They know about that. They actively try to not do it. But right now, Moscow Red Legion just really earning these points. Blocked in their gunfights, had a couple really good kills. Vidilich lost a gunfight, looked like Marcelo did. And so now with 8 minutes to play, we got ourselves a game. 4-3 is the score. Now, Ironman went 1-1 yesterday, and Moscow Red Legion went 0-2. So for both these teams, incredibly important game here to stay in that semifinal hunt. Top 2 teams from each division will advance into the semifinals, and the bottom 2 teams from each division will have to play in those dreaded relegation games tomorrow morning. Yesterday, Art Chaos and Damage emerged as the favorites. Both those teams went 2-0. We're going to see Art Chaos take on X Factor next, so don't go anywhere. That game is going to be crazy. So yeah, make sure you, you know, at Paintball Access, follow us on Instagram, and tag your photos with hashtag PBA Live. Hopefully we'll get some good ones here at this event. We saw some hilarious ones at the last event.
Yeah.
Keep it at least PG-13 rated if you want to see your picture up on the webcast.
Send the R-rated ones to my phone. At Todd Martinez.
Hey, but thanks, hey, but thanks everybody for watching. I mean, overseas, Brazil. I mean, I'm getting messages from everybody. Thanks for the support, without a question.
Well, that's one of the cool things about the PSP World Cup is it's such an international community, and really you realize that when you come to the World Cup. Meet people from all over the world, all over Europe, South America, Asia. It's great, you know, with the uniting cause of you know, trying to have a good time playing the game. So here we go. Red Legion going to be on your right. Let's see if they can tie this game up right now against the Los Angeles Ironmen. Brandon Cornell, kill count leader for the Ironmen. And now aggressively pushing up the snake. Alex Goldman past the 50-yard line, no one in front of him. Bodies are dropping on Red Legion's side. And Alex Goldman's gonna got all the way down and gets one, might get 2.
That was awesome.
And Alex Goldman is just going to town right now here on the snake side.
You know, I actually talked to Alex yesterday a little bit, and he's like, he's feeling good. He's healthy, and he's feeling really fast. He loves his field. Marcelo as well. So look for them to come out and just go to work on these.
Well, yeah, Chris, and you know, coming off that leg injury, Alex Goldman had a leg injury at the West Coast Open. He played through it, but just wasn't quite himself. Couldn't really have that burst speed that he's known for. But you know, got it healed up in perfect time for a World Cup. So the Ironmen pull away by 2 now with 7:33 to go. Looking in the Ironmen pits, we're probably going to send out.
Definitely that same
same
squad.
to send squad out,
Send
man.
the same
They
squad.
didn't get tired. It's a quick point.
I was going to say that. They don't have to reload or anything. They just walk back out. That was a quick point. And the Ironmen looking good.
Yeah, leader Shane Pastana right there, pumping his boys up as they head in. Sending out Rodriguez, Vidilich.
Agent Orange looks like he's getting ready to go out.
There's Margot Cornell getting ready to go.
How about report card? Can we call him report card? How about permission
you know what?
slip?
He is a straight A student, actually. He is. I talked to him yesterday. He's like, I'm like, how do you get out of school? He's like, well, I kind of got to, you know, lie a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But he has to do his homework on the plane, so you know, God bless him. He's in it for the cause, and he has a good future ahead of him for sure.
It's like I crushed my homework.
Yeah, so Ironman send out actually, take that back, it's actually Danny Ibarra who's going to be heading out to play this next point. So it's Ibarra, Rodriguez, Goldman, Cornell, and Margot. Brandon Cornell quickly becoming a starter for the Los Angeles Ironmen. So it looks like a timeout has been called. So let's talk about this next game coming up here after this matchup while we have brief moments here. Art Chaos taking on X Factor. Art Chaos 2-0 yesterday, and X Factor 2-1.
So our Chaos is plus 8 right now, 2-0. They look really clean. They're playing really well. But X Factor, man, that last game, they looked really clean, so
Yeah.
it's going to be a good game.
Well, I'm hoping X Factor, they had a great first game yesterday and then terrible second game, so hopefully they don't repeat that pattern here, because if they win that match and they go 3-1, that will put them in a really good spot in that division.
I mean, our Chaos, they beat Heat 7-3 and beating Ironmen 7-3. But, I mean, just the way that they did it, I mean, they looked really solid out there, probably more than, any other team I've seen so far. Just no chinks in the armor, just straight solid paintball.
Well, they were very good. Their 1-2 combo on the Snake side is they decided to send Malloy, Alexander Burtnikov, as the 1 on the Snake side. Now, he normally has been kind of playing the 2 or the 3. I mean, he's one of the most versatile guys in the game, so he can play everywhere. He's backed up by Konstantin Fedorov, so a little bit of a role reversal for those guys, but it paid big-time dividends for them. And I talked to a couple of first attackers on different teams yesterday during the lunch break, and I was like, hey, man, if you want to watch some tape tonight, go home and watch how the 1-2 combo for our Chaos played the Snake. That's how it's supposed to be done. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with Chris Katz in Ironmen's pit. Now, you and Brandon Cornell are doing a really awesome job on the Dorito side together. The Dorito side, people have been telling me, isn't as strong as the Snake side. So what have you found works really well for you that's helping you get those wins?
Over on the Dorito side, it's a 2-on-2 battle. And if you can win that 2-on-2 battle, you're going to get down the Dorito side. Snake's really strong. I mean, it's a ladder snake, big corners, you can crawl down it and easily win the games. But same thing with the Dorito side. It's not as easy to go down, but if you win the 2-on-2 battle over here, easy to come down and turn the field on people.
All right, well, you guys are doing a great job. The Russians did just take a timeout. We'll see if they figured anything out to get some points on this board. Back to you.
So good timeout by the Russians. And now looks like a body coming off early for the Ironmen, but still attacking this Snake. And Alex Goldman getting all the way down here again. Alex Goldman just dominating over here on the Snake side. Solid work by Alex Goldman, and he is going to run down the last player. So another quick point here by the Los Angeles Ironmen. That's 2 in a row. That's going to take the Ironmen to 6-3. So, just when it looked like Moscow Red Legion was getting back in this match, all of a sudden Alex Goldman gets on fire here in the Snake. 3 confirmed kills for Alex Goldman, looking real solid. 7 minutes and 6 seconds to go here. So Legion now truly backs against the wall, because if they go 0-3, even if they win the last game, that could put them in a situation where they're going to have to play a relegation game on Sunday morning.
Yeah, Alex Goldman has 9 confirmed kills in this match. Just doing work getting into their Snake. There's Alex Goldman right there in the Ironman pit.
The highest amount of confirmed kills in one game at this event here at the World Cup was set by Konstantin Fedorov yesterday at 13. So that's a lot.
That is ridiculous amount.
Yeah, I'm just kind of shaking my head. Well, him and Burtnikov just, they've been playing together for so long. There's almost that, that unspoken communication that goes on when you're looking at your teammates' body language and you're watching them play in front of you or beside you, knowing when to go. And Fedorov was actually speaking about that when he was doing an interview with Lauren, and about how that's really what's changed for Art Chaos this year. Is that they've, in the beginning they weren't really communicating, there wasn't much teamwork, and as the year has progressed, they really worked on that.
Yeah, with that said, just watching Alex Goldman and Marcelo and Alex, play together. Marcelo and Alex they feed off each other so well. And Alex Goldman yesterday was telling me, he's like, I want to get the Snake a lot quicker, and he's obviously showing that right now.
Yeah, these last 2 points, he's been phenomenal over here and just doing a really good job. And now also the guys behind him are doing a good job of shooting that front player in front of him. That's really what's going to open things, or that's what has been opening things up. And obviously Alex Goldman's will to aggressively push forward. So off the break, Toke Hamill spikes his gun into the ground and hits his shoulder. So hopefully Toke Hamill's okay, and then he grabbed his shoulder real quick. So he's going to have to get that core sample out of his barrel. You see him taking the barrel off right now, and that's not good because he does have a back player. Marcelo's also right beside him in the Snake, or in the Dorito, but Toke Hamill with not a very good dive.
Yeah, Smotrov over there in the 50 Snake, and he's got help behind him. Legion now into the 50 Dorito as well. They have all 5 bodies alive. And Toke Hamill just unable to do anything right now with his broken barrel. Looks like he might have gotten it back up.
Oh, he gets shot right in the face. Nice shot.
That's about as bad of a point as a point gets. You dive in, take a core sample, have to try to fix your gun, and then right as you get your gun ready to go, the first time you head check out into the 3 balls.
And there goes Chris Cat trying to bunker out the 50. He does. At least gets that body off the field. Now Mike Paxton's going to have a little bit more room to play. But Ironmen still have Brandon Cornell over there in the Dorito corner. It's Marcelo Margot, Brandon Cornell, and Mike Paxton. Smotrov looking like he wants to stand up and go somewhere and go get Marcelo. Under 6 minutes left to go in this game. Legion still attacking, back into the 50 Dorito. Smotrov working down the line. He's all the way at the end of the snake. Keeps popping up, trying to get a shot on Marcelo. Finally
nice
gets
shot.
one in the side of the goggles. Here comes Brandon Cornell looking to make a move up the 50. He's going to get him. He does.
Look at the move.
Oh, it
Look at that
bounces.
move.
Brandon Cornell still alive. Checked his arm. Looks like he got bounced. Shoots Carilla in the back. Smotrov.
Wow.
And I think we got a one-on-one. What an amazing outside-the-box thinking move by Brandon Cornell, realizing that the game was pretty much over. So he makes a bold move, and it looked like the guy in the snake, Smotrov, just flat out missed him. I mean, he saw him run the whole way, was shooting at him, but not able to put a ball on him. So now we got a one-on-one between Smotrov and Brandon Cornell.
Yeah, I think Kirill in the middle thought he shot Brandon Cornell as Brandon Cornell bunkered out the 50 Dorito. Cornell checked it on the run, saw that it bounced and kept going all the way to the Dorito. I think he turned around and shot Kirill, and Smotrov ended up on Ironman's side of the field, and now we're here in this one-on-one. Smotrov over by the A, looking to go grab the flag and make a run for it. Cornell trying to chase him down.
Hey, good heads-up play by Brandon Cornell right there.
Smotrov.
Oh, he gets him. He got him going in.
Oh, my
Look at
God.
that.
Brandon Cornell, what a heroic play to
Wow.
win the game for the Los Angeles Ironmen. Smotrov smartly grabbed that flag because, hey, you don't have to shoot the last pair. All you need to do is hang the flag. So good heads-up attempt, at least, by Smotrov. But Todd, that's how you become paintball famous right there.
Wow.
I mean, we talked about how much promise young Brandon Cornell has shown this year, and getting that starting spot on that D side of the field. Kind of started off. They had got him reps in the snake early on in practice to start out the season, but Brandon Cornell, what a crazy, amazing move that he just pulled off, and that awesome one-on-one.
And look for a penalty right now.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. It's 6-3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But
Pod kid on the
Agent Orange going to work. Wow, man, what a move by Brandon Cornell.
That's what's possible, though, guys. We've talked about this before. One of the only ways to pull off low body situations or pull off crazy moves like that is to utilize the chaos that presents itself on the field. So Brandon Cornell, the reason why that's a heads-up play, he keeps his eyes in front of him, keeps his options available, realizes like, okay, hey, I know where the bodies are in front of me, but the game is being lost, the point's being lost on the snake side. So if I can get moving over here and somehow maybe run through a lane, you never know, man. When you start rolling the dice, things can potentially go your way. It still was a low percentage play because he was looking at lots of bodies, but Brandon Cornell, man, stepping up and getting himself 3 kills there, and that heroic one-on-one to win the game, 7-3 for the Ironmen.
Yeah, way to close that game out too. Red Legion got out to a lot of good spots, and they were on the attack, and Ironmen just played never say die, kept staying up, fighting back, and you catch a lucky break once in a while when you put in that hard work, and Brandon Cornell caught that bouncer, kept on going, and ended up winning that one-on-one for the Ironmen. So
good heads-up play too, man. He grabbed the flag. He knew what was going on. Very good field awareness.
Well, and then also it was very smart of Cornell. It was smart of Smotrov to go and grab that flag, understanding the situation. But Smotrov did have still working with a little bit of time. He kind of forced that last run in, knowing Cornell already had, because Cornell realizing also the situation, like, oh, okay, Smotrov's just going for the flag hang, which is smart, but he had put himself in a position to make that shot and then made the shot when it counted. So still, it was a very awesome play. It was great to watch, but man, hats off to Brandon Cornell and the rest of the Los Angeles Ironmen who played great. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with Brandon Cornell. Brandon, that was an amazing last point you played there. How does it feel to know you brought home that win for the Ironmen?
It feels good. It was definitely a team win. Things just started going, and so I went, ended up getting lucky.
When you decided to run down the field, I thought you were going to get shot out. What did you see and know that you could make it?
The snake guy was shooting heads up, so I knew I got shot doing that yesterday, so I knew if I just went, we would have a chance at winning, and it ended up working out.
During that one-on-one, what are some things that you are thinking in your mind to make sure that you can pull out the win and not get shut out?
We were up points, so I just knew if I just watched the flag, he has to go get it. We're up 6-3, so just waited for him to try to hang the flag and end up shooting him.
You have been a real breakout player and a super clutch player for Ironmen this season. What are some things that you've been improving on and learning from the other experienced players on your team that has brought you up to that pro level?
It's mostly just taking it slow and playing as a team. It's not individual paintball. I think that's the main thing.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. That was an awesome last point. Guys, Ironmen just beat the Russians. There's more coming, so stay tuned.
So.
Wait, what do you guys think? Rookie of the year?
Amazing game.
Rookie of the year, Brandon Cornell?
I think I could say that.
Yeah, potentially Rookie of the Year candidate in Brandon Cornell. And when you start pulling stuff off like that, wow, that was just, lots of kudos to him. So, yeah, stick around, man. We have an amazing match coming at you. Art Chaos taking on San Antonio X Factor. Both those teams with 2 wins. X Factor does have a loss, but we're going to find out who is the favorite in that division, in this division that we're watching. That's going to be Ironman Heat and Art Chaos and Legion to close out the morning bracket. See the schedule up on your screen right now. So we're going to be right back with that game. Don't go anywhere.